Today is the day I am packing up for my trip to Thailand. We don't know where the road will take us, but we are excited. So some things I am packing with me for this trip. My little sketchbook, my climbing shoes, and my DJ console, but that's already packed in this laundry bag, so I'm not gonna pull it out right now. So you guys can see that I'm packing it, and the house is in a bit of a state of flux right now. And also the paintings are gone, so it feels like an empty nest. And in the studio, looky, they're all at the exhibition. Let's ask the 8-ball if this trip is a good idea. Come on, count on it. All right, 8-ball said so. A little bit nervous actually, and a little bit on edge because I'm not entirely sure where this journey is gonna go, but I'm trying to keep a positive mindset and just feel like the best is gonna happen. And also I plan to make some content on the road, so this could be interesting. So that's it. The house is all tidied up and clean. The dishes are done, the garbage is thrown, and we are leaving the house. After a 5-hour flight, where I had a little bit of a snooze and watched 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton, which, by the way, was a very interesting movie, I arrived in beautiful green Chiang Mai. Day number 1 felt really nice to just be out and about, just kind of cruising through the hills. It felt so nice to be surrounded by so much green and so much nature because Beijing is a little bit of a concrete jungle, and this was a pleasant change. And since the days leading up to me going to Thailand was just so busy with hosting the art exhibition and closing up the house, I was also booked for a lot of days for acting gigs, and so it was a pretty busy time. And so I chose to have a little bit of a quiet morning to start things off, go to one of the local cafes, sit down, and have a bit of a chill sesh, and edit my latest YouTube video. And after a couple of hours of work, we decided to hit the road again and go into town for some yummy Thai food. At this point, I need to tell you guys that I was so impressed with the quality and the flavor of the food in this city. Oh my God. I love Thai food, but I was not prepared for the level of amazing that was available over here. And that was day number 1, just taking a bit of a slow transition into a slower paced life out here in Thailand. Since we're planning to be here for about a month and a half, we decided to span out all the touristy stuff over the next couple of weeks instead of jamming it all up right away in the beginning of the trip. And just take some time out to kind of like wind down, enjoy a slower pace of life, catch up with friends who moved here recently, go for runs out in the jungle, enjoy the local food, and just kind of switch to a little bit more of a healthier lifestyle than we've been having with all the fast-paced work that's been going on in Beijing. It is a beautiful sunny day. I can kind of feel my arms burning. Probably not so good for my tattoos, but the sun is doing things for my soul, you guys. Getting a little bit of a break from the cold ass weather that's going on in Beijing, creating a little bit of content, doing some sketching, doing some vlogging. Join me for a day at my new office.
By this time I started to realize that I probably won't be filming my trip each day, but instead try to capture key experiences during the trip. One of the reasons that I've kind of had a love-hate relationship with social media over the years is because it can be hard to find a balance between documenting something and actually living it. But one of the things that I did want to document is this adorable cafe that we found. It was just a 10-minute drive from our Airbnb. It's called The Heritage. It's run by the sweetest family, a husband and wife that lived abroad and came back to Thailand to run the place along with their parents. We later found out that it's not just a cafe, but a fully operational resort with separate villas. They also host weddings and private events, and the place was just so cute and Instagrammable. They really added a personal touch. Since I brought my little sketchbook along with me, I thought that I'll try to do a series of quick sketches, maybe one a day, to try to capture daily life in Thailand as I see it. A little flower here, a cup of coffee there, just to see if I can stick with the discipline of it and do something a little bit artsy every day. Admittedly, I've had this sketchbook for almost a year now, but whenever I go out, I always feel a little bit shy about pulling it out and just sketching things on the go. Because I guess part of me is kind of worried, what will people think, or do I look like a bit of a nerd? I don't know, but then at the same time, I see the sketchbooks that other people are pulling up and different influencers and different art YouTubers are showing, and I'm like, oh my God, the concept of just filling a book page to page completely with you and your memories and your interpretations of what you see is just so poetic. And so I thought that I'll try to fill out this book, hopefully by the end of the year. The other day I caught up with my friend Elodie, who used to live in Beijing but recently moved permanently to Chiang Mai. She took us to a really cool music bar where we enjoyed some live music and had a really nice chat with the owners. They later invited us to come back on Sunday to jam, so we're going to go grab dinner tonight with Elodie. She's bringing along all her friends, and they're super excited for us to do a show. I tried to explain them that it's just a jam night, but they're so cute and excited anyway. I wish I had more pictures and videos of this night. It was a really lovely evening. I mean, new friends, new music. Life is pretty cool here. Today we are going to the Carp Cafe. Ever since I've been in Chiang Mai, Instagram keeps popping up with all the things to do in the city, and I'm like, my gosh, there's like so many activities here, so many things to do. So yes, today we're gonna go have a look at the Carp Cafe. It is a bit early in the day to have a full-blown meal, but they also have a minimum entry fee for this place, so we decided to grab a coffee. But on closer inspection, they have hand-rolled sushi made right in front of you, and I mean, who's not gonna go for that, right? I later found out that this isn't actually the Carp Cafe that I wanted to visit. There's one more further in town, and this one's a little bit on the outskirts, but I absolutely adore this place. The vibe here is just so peaceful, and it feels kind of like a fairy tale wonderland kind of vibe. Now off to see the elephants. One of the special features of Chiang Mai is seeing and interacting with elephants firsthand. This city has nearly 20 wildlife sanctuaries where these gentle giants can roam about freely in their natural element. I'm generally not too fond of zoos and the ideas of animals being in cages, but the caretakers here seem to really care for the animals and let them have space to roam about and just be free.
Lucky, 4 years old. And this one, I'm doing 60. 60. And another baby, Luna, 6 years old. And this big one, one child, 27. So when you feed them, you can open it up and feed them like this. Very creative. Oh, okay. So.
Say cheese.
While the others were interacting with the elephants, I decided to have a little chat with the main caretaker. I found it really interesting to see how immersed she was in the care of the elephants. She told me that she's been an animal activist ever since she was a little girl and has been taking care of elephants for the last 15 years. It was really sweet to hear her talk about how fond she is of each elephant. She knew their ages, their birthdays, and even had pet names for each one. While we were sitting to the side and observing the elephants, she was telling me some pretty funny stories and said that, interestingly, elephants have emotions and sentiments just like humans. For example, she said that two of the elephants, the oldest and the youngest, had matching personalities and got along really well together and would play a lot. They didn't really interact with the others because they were a little bit more energetic, and therefore those other three hung out together and these two hung out together. That was kind of interesting to observe. Also, the older elephants tend to playfully make fun of the younger ones and tend to put leaves on their heads or sit on them when they're in the water. I would be so annoyed. After that, we took a little break from baking in the sun to have a little look around. There was a cute little gift shop with handmade items, all made from, you guys wouldn't believe it, elephant poop. I kid you not. But it's washed, squeezed into a mold, and pressed until it becomes the most organic looking paper you've ever seen. I admit I did ask them for a couple of sheets to take home and experiment painting on. I will probably cover that in another YouTube video.
Okay, so our elephant supplement. Okay, this is a part of the food that they eat every day. So banana, rice, supplement, tamarind, sour tamarind, by the way, salt and grass. Okay, so this is the food that they get every day from the caretaker.
And honestly, mashing it all together looks a lot easier than it actually is. After feeding the elephants the vitamins, which the oldest elephant spat out because apparently she's a 60-year-old picky eater, we went to give them a bath. And that's it for this artsy travel experience. Stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to show you guys more of daily life in Chiang Mai, Thailand. Peace!